Good morning and welcome to the joint. Let's smoke some tobacco. What's up, guys? Today is a lovely Saturday morning, and I'm sitting here with a nice cup of coffee. Might as well take a sip of that while I got it in my hand, right? Contrary to what George Bruno says, chopsticks is not the way to stir your coffee for maximum flavor, because when you drink it properly, you don't need to stir it. Just straight coffee. Oh yeah. Anyway, I'm getting off the subject. Today, we have a new pipe tobacco. Now, I ordered a whole bunch of pipe tobaccos recently, like a bunch. My cabinet up here is like overflowing with crap. But today, I've been on the hunt for a pipe tobacco that scratches the itch that used to, when I get that urge to smoke something aromatic that reminds me of the old McClelland Holiday Spirit, which you can't get anymore. So, I've tried a bunch of different things, and nothing really has come even close. I mean, there's things that are in the same genre, but as far as being similar, they don't really tick all the boxes, I guess. This one does. This one is Cult Abacus. I was not expected. So I ordered this tobacco simply because I was just kind of adding tobaccos randomly to my cart on smoking pipes. Same with the gentleman caller that I have up there that I ordered. I didn't know the Vaughn Jubilams edition, all that stuff. I just totally added it. I was not searching for any specific tobacco, just adding tobaccos to my cart. And when this one came, I was immediately disappointed and surprised at the same time. Let me explain that. So I ordered all my stuff from smoking pipes, and maybe this is going to go off on a tangent here, but I'll be quick about it, I promise. So I ordered all this stuff from smoking pipes, and it seems like the past 2 or 3 orders I've had from there, they have sent me tobacco that had previously been opened. This was one of them. The tobacco had already been opened. The paper in here, it clearly had already been peeled back and then scrunched back down. The seal wasn't still sealed. And so I was like, crap. Is this crap gonna be dried out and nasty? The good news is it's not. Smoking pipes, you got off lucky on that one. Otherwise, I'd have been sending it back and complaining. The moisture content is not bad. It's not all dried out and nasty. Here's the tobacco in question. So immediately upon opening this, though, I was greeted with a lot of the same things that I liked about Holiday Spirit. Now let me close this back up. We'll turn it over and read the tin. So Holiday Spirit, it had, if I remember correctly, cocoa, pecan, and a little bit of rum, I think is what it was. This one here says, Cult Abacus has so many nuances you might not be able to count them all. This blend of Burleys, Virginias, and Black Cavendish features smooth notes of vanilla, roasted nuts, and cocoa in a gentle smoking mixture. Now, very, very, very similar in description there. I don't remember exactly what tobaccos were in Holiday Spirit. I know it had Black Cavendish, and I'm pretty sure it had Virginias and Burleys, just like that one said Virginias and Burleys, right? Yeah. So I'm really, really very surprised how similar this is. Sticking my nose in it. Let me get it fluffed up here a little bit. You definitely get some of the cocoa. I mean, I can smell the Cavendish too. It has that distinct kind of a Cavendishy smell, I guess, if you would. It's hard to describe. I mean, I'm really terrible at this, but I mean, if you ever had Holiday Spirit and you order this, you'll recognize it right away. I mean, it's not exactly the same, don't get me wrong, but it's close enough. It's close enough that upon smelling it, I was very happy. Now, the moisture here, and this is where I was afraid, the tin that I got had already been cracked open. However, apparently it had been cracked open not too long before they sent it to me. And that makes me wonder, did somebody, like, you know, stick their fingers in here and take some tobacco out before I got it? I don't really know. I'm trying not to think about that because, you know, who knows? Maybe they pick in their butt and then they stuck their fingers in my can of tobacco here before they sent it to me, and, you know, now I'm smoking somebody's butt flakes or something. That's just nice. Smoking pipes, nice. But we're just not thinking about that right now because I'm just so excited to have found, maybe, quite possibly, a replacement for my beloved Holiday Spirit. It seems like every time I start recording these videos, my nose just starts dripping. I don't know what that is. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and close this tin up. Alright, so I am gonna smoke it today in my Peterson Aaron sitter. Gonna light it up with my Zippo pipe lighter. Awesome Christmas present from my daughter, by the way. It's amazing when your family supports your hobby. That was a very nice gift. And watch check. I don't know, seems like the thing to do. I'm wearing the Casio SG-W100 with the temperature sensor and compass built in. Actually, it's a pretty awesome watch. I might talk more about that as I light this up. So my last trip to New York, I took this watch with me. And it came in really handy because I'm not from New York, so walking around on streets just lined with tall buildings, it's very easy to lose your sense of direction if you're not from there. And I found that happening to me quite often. So this is one of the watches that I packed. And even though it's not a dress watch, I found myself wearing it almost every day because I could just hit that button and it would give me a reading of where north was, just from my watch. So, you know, this is not a super expensive watch. I think it was like $25 or $35, and it has easily become one of my favorite. Even though it's not the best looking watch, it's very utilitarian in its form and the way that it looks. So, you know, you wear it with dress clothes and it kind of is a little bit of a mismatch, but it's so functional that I kind of don't care. I mean, I really do like this watch a lot. So it's become one of my main staples. Okay, Colt Abacus. It lights up nice and easy. Now again, your results may vary. My tin had already been opened. I don't know what this comes like, perfectly sealed, brand new. This may have been sitting on their shelf for a month, opened, I don't know, and it dried out enough. However, the way that I got it is about right. This is so similar to Holiday Spirit. I can't even begin to express how happy I am to have found this. This stuff is really good. You know, I'm gonna be honest. You know, when I was ordering this, I was just totally going off of the tin, what they looked like. You look at this tin and you see like a skull and like a trident coming out of its head. You don't really think, that's probably going to be a pretty good aromatic tobacco. You think, what the crap is this that I'm getting into? But it's really good. I would have never thought of this as a replacement. And maybe that's just because I don't know anything about cult tobaccos. I've never had any cult tobacco blends. This stuff is made in the USA by Scandinavian Tobacco Group. I didn't realize they made stuff here in the US. Interesting. Very interesting. So, this is an American tobacco. Which I guess I understand based on the tin art. I mean, that's not the kind of tin art that I would have chosen for a pipe tobacco of this nature, but, you know, to each his, her, or its own. Yes, that was my attempted joke regarding PC culture. This stuff also has a little bit of that Lane 1Q characteristic. Matter of fact, I don't have any Holiday Spirit anymore. It's all gone. But I do have a big jar of Lane 1Q. So right here, I've got a big jar of Lane 1Q we're going to stick our nose in real quick, just to give it a comparison. Yeah, it's not quite the same. Not quite the same. Lane 1Q, I think, is a little bit more of a vanilla. And while this one has vanilla, it also has the cocoa and nuttiness, I guess, about it.
It's a bit nutty.
And it kind of also leaves the same taste in your mouth as Holiday Spirit used to, or at least very, very similar. You could definitely pick up that there's cocoa, and you could definitely pick up the nuttiness. Though really the only thing that it's missing is that a little bit of rum mixed in, and you could tell that it's not there. If you're the kind of guy who doesn't like alcohol toppings or any kind of an alcoholic flavoring, this one I'm not picking that up, and it doesn't say that it has anything like that on the tin description. So, and there is also that underlying, I don't know what to call it. It's not like a tobacco taste, but there's a certain flavor that Holiday Spirit had, and to some extent Lane 1Q has. And maybe it's the vanilla, I don't know. But whatever it is definitely become one of my favorites, just because it's so similar to Holiday Spirit. Now, I was smoking Sutliff Molto Dolce as kind of a pseudo replacement for Holiday Spirit, even though smell-wise and taste-wise it's nothing the same. It's nowhere even close. But it's kind of in the same genre. It's kind of like a Mustang and a Camaro. They're both pony cars, but they're different pony cars, if that makes any sense. That's my only comparison. Now this one here, I'm gonna say if you were to compare Holiday Spirit and this would be like a oh, I don't know, a base Mustang versus a GT, maybe. I don't know. It's within the same lineup, just small nuanced differences. And I'm not saying one is necessarily better than the other, like a base versus a GT. Obviously, one is better than the other. That's not necessarily the point. The point is they're within the same lineup, just, you know, different variations of the same thing. All right, so we're about 2/3 through the bowl here. The flavor does change a little bit right around halfway. I think maybe you get just a little bit of a stronger vanilla. Very delicious. So once you get this lit, or at least in my experience, I haven't had to relight it yet. It's gurgling just a little bit down in there. A little bit of moisture. Although in my Peterson system pipe here, I'm not getting too much gurgle when I draw. It's just a little sizzling down in the bottom there from the moisture in the air here, which there's not a whole lot. I'm in the basement in Denver, Colorado, where it's super dry. So most of this is just moisture working its way out of the tobacco. I am not noticing any bite whatsoever. This stuff is not bitey at all. This stuff is so insanely good, so insanely pleasant. If you're not an aromatic smoker, you'll hate it. That's just the way that it is. But like, I like all tobaccos. I like a good English. I like a good, Virginia. I like a good aromatic. I'm in the mood for all different things at all different times. And this one here really is probably my favorite aromatic tobacco at this point that is readily available, I guess I should say. Favorite readily available aromatic tobacco. And that's saying a lot, actually. Now let's talk room note. So a little while ago, I had to go upstairs and tend to some kid business. So I just set the pipe down, went upstairs, dealt with that for about 5 minutes, then came back down here. And the room note is very nice. Very nice. So this is one that if you're smoking it out and about, nobody's going to have a problem with this one. As a matter of fact, people probably will stop you and tell you how good it smells. I mean, I'll be just blatantly honest about that. I mean, people are going to say, wow, that smells really good. I mean, I've never been out in public smoking this type of tobacco and had somebody complain about it. The only time anybody's ever mentioned anything to me about smoking a pipe in public, it's been along the lines of saying, wow, that really smells good. I can't believe that just smells so good. And whether it was them saying it to me or them saying it to whoever they were walking with, it's happened both ways. Both ways, many times. This is one of those tobaccos. This one here is going to be a crowd pleaser as far as, the odor. No, it's not an odor. As far as the aroma that it emits as you smoke it. This one is the kind of tobacco that I would smoke in my truck with the windows up on purpose just to get the smell in there. Now, keep in mind, I drive a beater truck. I mean, it's a nice beater truck, but it's a 99. It's got 200,000 miles on it. If I had like a brand new Dodge Ram or brand new F-150, I wouldn't be smoking in it at all. But, it is what it is. My truck is one of my favorite vehicles ever because I can smoke in it. Or, I allow myself to smoke in it. And There are a few tobaccos that I would smoke in it without rolling down the windows on purpose, and this is definitely going to be one of them. Just because, you're having a pipe. Excuse me while I rub my eye. I feel like I got something up in there. You're having this in your truck, and you stop to get out to go run an errand, and then you come back. You open the door, and you're just greeted with the warmest, tastiest, most amazing aroma. I mean, it's just something to behold, and this is a tobacco that's going to do that for me. So I'm super stoked about that as well. All right, I'm getting kind of towards the bottom of the bowl here, and as I've worked my way down in the bowl, the cocoa and the nuttiness has really kind of taken the front seat. Don't mind the elephants upstairs. My son is having a sleepover, so I have 3 14-year-old middle school boys in my house right now. Oh boy. This tobacco here is one where you take a nice you take a nice draw, and then you just kind of slowly let it out. And when I say slowly let it out, you're not just taking it into your mouth and then blowing it out of your mouth. You slowly let it come out of all of your nasal passages and your mouth. I mean, you retrohale it, everything very slowly, because it's just this insanely pleasant taste as my nose just drips everywhere. Like, if I could just have that constant aroma and flavor, like, all the time, that would be great. Just install, some little nozzles up in my nasal cavity to just kind of blow out this all the time. Yeah, that sounded kind of stupid. That was stupid. Why did I say that? Stupid.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
Anyway, I think I've blathered enough about cult Abacus. I've blathered enough and, fanboyed and, all kinds of crap about this tobacco now. And seriously, this is at the top of my list as far as aromatic tobaccos. It does check a lot of the boxes that Holiday Spirit left empty when it went off the market. This one here is going to be... No. Not going to be. It already is. This is going to be a staple in the Justin's Joint cabinet. This one here will always be here. Now, as soon as this tin starts to run a little low, I'm going to order 2 more. Maybe 4 more. Maybe I'll order like a whole sleeve of them. Just in case they stop making it. Because, with the FDA regulations and crap, who knows what's going to happen. I mean, they haven't really enforced any of it yet, I don't think. It's been put off or put on hold. It's still this looming thing, and I wonder if this is going to be around much longer after that. So I'm going to have to stock up. If this goes on sale, I will be backing up the truck and buying a pallet. I might just sit it right over there, maybe right over there, maybe right over there. I don't know, but I'm going to have a lot of it. So, with that, I'm going to go ahead and just finish this bowl out and wish you guys a happy Saturday, or whatever day it is that you happen to be watching this. And until next time right here in the joint, we will see you later.